Very good morning to one and all. I'm Dr. Praful Adagle, the principal of Brilliant Academy English Medium School, Fulton, and this is the video of part 3, and I'm covering very important aspects related to the writing skills for the English language paper, which is there tomorrow for the state board schools. This video is not just confined only to the students of Brilliant Academy, but the students of other state board schools may also refer it. The students of grade 9th would also benefit out of this, as they would also be appearing next year for the examinations, and they can start preparing. Okay, so now we are talking about non-verbal to verbal. When you try to analyze the aspects which are related to non-verbal to verbal, please remember that you may be given a flowchart, you may be given a tree diagram, you may be given a pie diagram, you may be given a web chart. So let us take an example of a web diagram, where let's take a common example which is there. It's related to the resources. We have natural resources, where we'll talk about renewable, non-renewable, and the sources of energy and so on. Now when you have these things which have been given to you, please remember that those points are very, very, very precise. Just don't start directly. Let us say that it is talking about the sources of electricity. Now it's talking about electricity as a source of energy. You should first make it very clear that the web chart is talking about a very key concept about the source of energy. What is the source? It's not just the source, it's the sources of energy. There are different sources of energy. It could be through sun, it could be through electricity, solar panels, coal, rain, wind, and so on and so forth. Now you have to make a paragraph out of this web chart. It could be a flow chart also, but logically this is a web chart, okay, which is there in your examination paper. Let us take it as an example, and now you have to write a particular paragraph. Now you have started writing a particular paragraph. Remember that you have to make the examiner who is checking your paper very clear that you have understood that there are various sources of energy, amongst which, what is the natural source of energy? Of course, that's sun, right? You also have it through wind, but of course through wind we did our research, and then we realized that of course through wind also we can get the best source of energy and all. So on and forth. So what does it mean? That you have to now exaggerate and elaborate upon the points which are given in the web chart. Is that clear to you? Right. Now the most important thing, you may also give words, add words, make sentences of your own into this, but ensure that you are writing a minimum of around 10 lines, at least 10 lines into this. It depends upon your word limit. Let's say in one line you are able to write 8 words, and 8 into 10 is 80. So 80 into 80 to 100 words are expected, and that's something which is really going to add much more importance to it. And when you end, you would definitely give your own views and opinions about the further research which is happening in this field, if you are aware of it. Or you may just say that yes, certainly these sources of energy should definitely be well researched. There should be further research and development in this field of science, and we can come up with new ways of storing the electricity and preserving the natural resources. So something like this. So it could be your suggestions which you want to give, but that is something which the examiner is trying to see, that you have understood, you have clearly understood the question very well. Again, I am repeating that attempt it. You may choose between verbal to non-verbal. As I said in my previous video, you may choose between formal to formal to informal letters and all. So that's all completely your choice. We have covered almost 10 marks of the paper over here as an example for you, for your better understanding. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much.